Employers can find better candidates in their market by doing 8 things that we have explained in this video. So welcome and stay tuned with us till the very end because this is going to be very entertaining. Because there is so much talent on the job market today, it can be hard for hiring managers to find the right person to fill a position. Candidates can range from great to bad, making it hard to tell the difference between the two, and as a result, hard to choose the employee who will be best for your business. Employee engagement is more than just a buzzword. It is a key part of building a great team. Passionate employees are usually happier, more productive, and give better service to clients and customers. Most people bring this way of thinking with them when they get a job and start working for a company. When someone starts a new job, the first few days and weeks may be exciting for them. This is something new, and there are a lot of interesting things to learn and responsibilities to take care of. If this is true, why do people who just got a new job often change their priorities and start going the wrong way? Several studies show that low employee engagement is a big cause for concern. Gallup found that only 51% of the American workforce is really interested in what they do. The Engagement Institute says that it costs between $450 billion and $550 billion each year to have employees who are not engaged in their work. There's no reason to not take it seriously. A large number of newly hired workers don't get the experience they need. It can be hard to look for a job and go through interviews. Then, once they are hired, employees find out that the organization's culture is nothing like what was advertised in any way, shape, or form. The process of getting new employees up to speed is a sink or swim race. Most likely, they don't get clear instructions about what to study, how to get good at their new job, or even how to interact with their coworkers. In a short amount of time, these people who just got jobs become confused and disappointed. The good news is that qualified people are actively looking for jobs that are rewarding. These people will have a number of good qualities that are easy to miss if you don't know what to look for. Among these qualities are, during the hiring process, the following steps must be taken to get the most qualified applicants. Number 1. Set reasonable expectations. It's one thing to ask for good grades, leadership skills, and past work experience. However, asking for knowledge of 5 different languages in a job listing for a technology company is an example of setting the bar too high. Be realistic about what you want and think about what you're willing to give up in order to find the best candidate. Number 2. Make sure your first impression is the best it can be. That means being on time, paying attention to the interview as soon as it starts instead of checking emails or texts, and making sure you treat the person you are interviewing with respect. As was already said, good candidates want to work for good companies, and a hiring process is one of the first times that good prospects can learn about a company. Number 3. Be specific about what you want to find. Nothing says, "We are a company" without a goal more clearly than a series of vague questions that do nothing but annoy a job candidate. Make sure you have a clear idea of what you want in a good candidate, and then plan your interviews so that you can find someone who fits that idea as closely as possible. Number 4. Avoid asking unrelated questions. During an interview, there is a thin line between being polite and going overboard. A question that has nothing to do with the job could help break the ice. As a general rule, you should ask questions about the work itself. Number 5. Read the resume before you take a quiz of the candidate. The first part of the interview should be a detailed look at the candidate's resume, unless you didn't ask for one. This lets you get a feel for the prospect, which lets you ask better questions and look at them in a more complete way. Number 6. Try not to be the rude interviewee. Candidates are people like you, so acting like you don't care or like you don't care about them is much more likely to turn them away than to bring out their best qualities. Most of the time, it's a good idea to talk to the people you're interviewing. If you listen to them, you're more likely to find a talent they didn't know they had or a deal breaker. Number 7. Add more people to your list of candidates. It's as simple as that. You can't catch a shark while fishing in a pond. If you post a job and wait for responses, you might not get the best of the best prospects, but you will get the best of the candidates who are looking. You should expand your search to include university career fairs, trade associations, professional social media sites like LinkedIn, and the employee referral network at your company. Number 8. Check your references. References are a great way to find out about a candidate's past work experiences and achievements. Get in touch with the people you gave as references and pay them your full attention. There is no better way to judge a new employee in an educational setting than to talk to some of their previous bosses or supervisors. But then why is it so important that a candidate has a good experience during the hiring process? The best way to get employees to care about your company is to give them a good experience that lasts as long as they work there. The employee's time at your company should match up with this experience. This doesn't mean starting separate projects that only focus on a small number of good things. Deloitte says that improving the overall employee experience for all employees builds on the foundation of culture and engagement to focus on the employee experience holistically, taking into account all of the factors that contribute to worker satisfaction, engagement, well-being, and alignment. A recruitment to retirement plan is another name for this kind of campaign. Keeping this in mind, the fact that potential employees have a good first experience with your recruitment team says a lot about the culture of your company. The candidates understand things easily. They know if a recruiter is telling the truth or not. When they get together to talk about job openings, they can see how employees act and how they think. They can get a jump on their research by reading reviews of the company online and asking people in their networks about it. It doesn't take long for a job seeker to figure out if the company or job they want has problems with unhappy employees. When it comes to making hires, it is quite evident that selecting the candidate who possesses the most experience should be a top priority. The reasons for this are obvious already. Your best bet for a seamless transition into a productive working relationship is the candidate who has previous relevant work experience. Having said that not all experiences are the same, when searching for the ideal individual, it is important to verify that they have the appropriate level of experience, which should include a proven track record of accomplishment, solid references, and talents that go beyond their natural ability. When searching for an experienced applicant, you should be on the lookout for certain characteristics, such as creative initiative, motivation for the particular job role being offered, and a sense of values that are shared by both parties, as this will ensure a strong cultural fit. When it comes to hiring new employees, experience should be a top concern for candidates. Nevertheless, it is essential to be discriminating when determining what qualifies as experience for a candidate. Experience is not necessarily indicative of talent, and despite the fact that it is the best indicator you have for making a smart hiring decision, it is essential to take into consideration all of the relevant factors. Thanks for watching this video. Please make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. We will see you next time with another amazing video.